that honestly could save you money in the long run, because this allows you to get rid of your cable if you want to. This allows you to watch and record live local TV on your phone, your tablet, your smart TV. You could also get some free streaming channels as well, and it's all subscription free. So you have one cost, $89.98. You're going to control this through an app, and we're going to talk about how you use it, but it is very simple. And it potentially, if your cable bill is looking like it's getting into the $200s, $300, and you don't really need to watch all of those channels, but you don't want to give up your local news, you don't want to give up those sporting events that are on those local stations, this is how you do it. Should be $129.98. Today you're saving $40, under $90, and free shipping and handling saves you an additional $5.50. Brett Hamilton is here. He has been in the electronics industry for many, many years. He has so much expertise in the streaming area, as well as all of our wonderful tech gadgets. Brett, talk about a money-saving investment.
Yeah, I mean, this falls under the, this seems like it's too good to be true. How can we get free TV, right? In a day when our cable bill, I mean, listen, are north of $350. Ask anybody that has cable. And I'm not talking about like maxed out every single one of the premium channels. I'm talking about basic cable and the 1,000 channels that you don't watch. So let's flash back for a second, like you guys just did a few minutes ago with the turntable. I'm old enough to remember when we had the rabbit ears sitting on top of the television. And many of you still remember having an antenna up on your roof. This, what I'm about to show you, is a modern day digital version of the rabbit ears. There's CBS. Let's scroll down. There's ABC. And by the way, as I'm showing you these channels, I want you to take note of what's in the guide here. And it looks like a cable guide, but it's not. It's free TV. Dancing with the Stars is on ABC right now. The difference between what you watch on ABC and what I have here is that you pay for it. I get it for free. I'll explain that in a second. Here's NBC. The Voice is coming up at 9 o'clock. I don't have to pay to watch The Voice tonight. And at 6 o'clock, if I wanted to watch the local news, and at 6:30 if you wanted to watch the national news. And I skimmed right past QVC, but that's in here as well. I have a total, and I did a little scan right before I went on the air here. I'm getting 112 channels for free. Now, in all fairness, 70 of those channels, and there's Fox, by the way, so there's our fourth major network. In all fairness, 70 of those channels are coming over the internet no matter where you live. But here's the good news, everybody. The rest of those channels are flying around in space, and all you need is the magic decoder ring to harness them. And I know you're thinking to yourself, either this is illegal or it's not as easy as he says it is. It's as easy, and it's not illegal. Here's what happens. You get two pieces to this puzzle. You get what looks like, I don't know, looks like a paper plate, but it's not. It's an antenna. And this antenna, you can flip it to black or white, whatever matches your motif. And then you connect it to the Tablo. The Tablo is basically a transmitter. The nice part about this is that this antenna does not have to be in close proximity to the television. You're going to put this wherever you can get the best signal, anywhere in your home, and you'll connect it to this. Then you simply shoot the signal from here to your television or to any device that you can get the Tablo app. And I know it's going to be tough to see, but I'm going to hold this up to the camera. It'll take a second to focus. But you guys, look at that. It's mimicking what's behind me. Which means, Rachel, I can now watch everything that I can watch on my television on a phone, on a tablet. Anywhere that you can get the Tablo app, you can get free live TV.
That's amazing. So, Brett, I could take my phone and go sit outside and watch TV outside? Okay, I need to order this. This is great. This is great. Now, what type of TV do I need to have for this to work on my television?
Yeah, any smart TV that allows you to download the Tablo app. I'm actually using a Roku on this television, and Roku has the Tablo app, all the LG TVs, all the Samsung TVs. Here's a little compatibility list for you. So Fire TV, Roku, Google, Samsung, LG. Craig was on earlier with a really sweet Samsung TV, Android TV. And then for mobile, it's Apple or Android. It doesn't matter. Basically, what they're saying is that just about every television straight out of the box will accept this. If for some reason your TV is not a smart TV, just Roku right now, I think we have for like $59. And that's a whole other world that'll get you all kinds of extra channels without having to pay. I know it's very tough for everyone at home to digest the fact that there is such a thing as live, free local channels. Because when we show you Roku on the air and when we show you all these other streaming devices, the number one question I always get is, can I get my local channels? Can I get my favorite network shows? Can I get my local news? The answer is yes. It takes a little more work with the other devices. This is straight out just grabbing those channels out of the sky and bringing them down into your TV, but not just your television, to your tablets and to your phones as well.
That's amazing. This is great.
It is.
So Brett, the way that
cool.
you see that listing of all the channels is through the Tablo app. So really the only thing I have to do, I get this home, I set up this situation, then I download the Tablo app to my phone, to my tablet, or to my smart TV. And then that's it, right? And I can start watching?
Yeah, this is what it's going to look like. I had us up in the live mode, but basically what happened, think of this, and for those of you that are familiar with a streaming stick like a Roku or a Fire TV or Apple TV or whatever it might be, there's always a home screen. The home screen will throw up, a bunch of really cool stuff that they recommend or whatever it might be. But for those of you that go, God, my husband, all he watches is football. As far as live TV, I wish we could cut our cable. I wish we could get college football. Well, there is no more wishing anymore. Because if it's on Fox, NBC, CBS, ABC, they're here. They're here, and all you have to do is just harness that stuff. And then up at the top, you've got a menu. And the menu will let you scroll through and get to this live section, which brings up a guide. And as I mentioned earlier, I think about 112 channels that I'm not paying for. But frankly, I don't care about the other 108. I want CBS, I want ABC, I want QVC, I want NBC, and then of course, I could scroll down here and get Fox. For my money, if I buy this thing and I just get those 4 channels so that I can see all of that network programming, I think it's worth the price of admission. But then you scroll down here and you see there's PBS, and there are all these other movie channels, and there's all this free TV, MeTV, probably one of the most popular channels that Meg and I watch because we like all the old school stuff.
Yes.
But there you go. And everybody can get what they want without having to spend a fortune on paying for what they don't want. Because it's incredible to me that in this day and age, without exaggeration, there's 1,000 channels on cable, but who watches 1,000?
No.
I don't.
No.
I don't watch.
And this is $90 once. It's not every month. It's not a subscription. It's one time, and you get everything that you need. Now, Brett, if this is set up at my home and I'm away from home, can I still watch on my tablet or my phone if I'm kind of like at work, or do I need to be in the location?
So that's the only caveat. You need to be connected to the same Wi-Fi connection.
Got it.
That the antenna is. But you know
Great
what, though?
clarification.
If that's the only sacrifice that you're making, because really, when you think about it, a lot of the streaming apps, we have Xfinity in this area. And if you have the Xfinity streaming app, you can't necessarily watch the channels that you want when you're not home.
No.
That requires you to be connected to the same internet source that your Comcast or your Xfinity or whatever is on. So I don't think that's much of a sacrifice. I think what it really comes down to is, like you said before, being able to take the tablet out onto the back deck if I want to check out the game or I want to watch one of my favorite shows. Oh, and by the way, a DVR is included.
That's what I was going to say, because if you are away from home and you can't necessarily watch at that time, we can record.
Just record the show. Yeah, and when you think about what DVRs cost monthly from, I keep throwing Xfinity under the bus. It's the only reference that I have. It's the only cable that I've ever had. $13, $14, $15 per box within your home. So if you've got 2 or 3 boxes, $15, $30, $45 a month on top of what you're paying for cable. And you've got a huge hard drive in there. I believe it's 128 gigs. So that's not going to fill up anytime soon. And you've got 2 tuners, which means you can watch on 2 different devices at the same time. Meaning the tablet you were talking about when you're out on the back deck, but I'm inside and I want to watch on the television. We can both watch 2 different channels or record 2 different shows at the exact same time. And the big difference between the DVR that you rent every month and the DVR here is that there is no fee. It's all built in. The DVR comes with it. It's a one-time fee to buy it. It's a one-time fee to own the equipment, all the equipment, and then you don't have to worry about any additional charges after that. Okay,
this is amazing. I'm ordering this, and I'm going to pick up 1 or 2 for gifts, because so many people will benefit from this, and it'll save us money in the long run. $18 over the course of the next 5 months. What's your cable bill right now? I bet you it's more than $18 per month. And then after that, you get a $0 bill because you could just rely on this. Free shipping and handling. Brett, thank you so much. This is cool.
Thank you. Enjoy. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. All right, place your order. Give us a call, 800-590-E324125. I'm so excited. We're going to finish off our show with a really great